Mijas, and the Cornell Big Red will take over in the midfield on the turnover.
Well, there's an area where the Bears, they have to be able to take care of the ball, cannot afford to have those kind of unforced errors.
A drive and a quick score. Connor Foley was dancing from his left to right, and the Big Red get a quick one. 1-0, they'll go up on a goal by Ryan Goldstein.
Yeah, Goldstein picks up goal number 18 on the season, and again, you see how quickly Cornell can attack. They're so deadly. Pick to kind of rub him out of the play there to free up Kirst a little bit for that shot.
Working comes Michael Long, drives a shot, and it will be backed up by the Big Red.
Yeah, Bears sideline not thrilled with that, felt that they might have been a little bit close.
For Cornell, ball comes up over the top. Kirst now looking to Ryan Luzzy. It'll come back. Kirst being followed by Charlie Cave, and they get him for warding off, and there'll be a restart, a possession change. The Bears on the turnover.
Yeah, you probably don't see that call go to.
Delicici has O'Kane at X. He finds him being followed behind the net by Brendan Staub. Down to 30 on the shot clock. Corsi, far wing. Works his way against Singer. Tries to get around him. Singer using the big pole over the top. Hughes, hands free, scores! Spencer Hughes able to collect that pass over the top from Corsi, and we're tied at 1.
Yeah, really strong overhand shot there from Hughes, keeping it high to high into that corner. His 3rd goal of the season. Used to the
Barons gives them a shove behind the net. Working is Goldstein from X. Foley dancing around, maybe playing with fire, got back in position as the ball comes near side for Long. Outside the box, a drive and a score on the run. Hugh Kelleher, all 6'3" of them, got a lot of power behind that shot. And Cornell is back on top.
Yeah, Kelleher, he's a monster of a player. First team All-Ivy last year. That's goal number 11 on the season for him. As Cornell takes.
He's followed by Staub. Bears getting their personnel squared away. McLean, Scandone, and now here comes Bly. Scandone on the run, got the pick, tried to get inside, gets around, nice spin dodge, shoots and scores! Nifty play by Ben Scandone to get around not one, not two defenders, but also the goaltender to tie the game at 2.
Well, sometimes speed can be they're going to chase them all the way out. They're not just sitting back in the box. They're going to get out and put some pressure on you immediately.
Ryan Waldman, there's the switch. That time came from Kevin Sweeney of the Bears. Releases Long, comes back near side. Casket in the drive and the score! Casket in the face-off man was able to stay on for the extended possession, and Cornell back on top 3-2.
Yeah, it'll be the 7th goal of the season, for Kaskinen, and just did a nice job sticking with it. Found himself in a good spot. As they found him wide open on the left wing. No one picking up the face-off man. As again, there from Udo to get in front of Cage, but Nust coming up with a big-time save, his first of the afternoon.
Delicici working his way in, wants to bull his way in on Gilmartin. Gets around the crease, still looking to feed. O'Kane switches and scores!
Well, it being a little bit of a changeup there from O'Kane, as I think a defender got a piece of his stick as he was releasing the shot with a little knuckler, able to get past Nuss, and evens things up at 3 apiece.
We're about halfway through the first quarter, tied at...
Prepare, of course, Cornell did have that midweek game against UAlbany. Well, they took care of business, but Connor Butts saying no excuses. They'll be ready here today.
McLean on the run, gets inside, lost the ball.
Oh, what a check from behind. Jason Singer, we talked about him earlier. That's going to be his 8th cost turnover.
Picked up by Taylor, releases the pass. It comes moving. Kelleher, good passing by the Big Red as they quickly worked it counterclockwise. Inside pass. I'm not sure if Firth was looking and missed the pass, or if the man looking on the receiving end wasn't. Ball turns in front, big hit, and they're going to get a foul on Oliver Bly of the Bears, as he got a whole lot of Michael Long.
Well, yes, the Bears will be taking the penalty there. However, kind of sends a message as well. There's
got a cutter in Cadigan. Back out for Long. Thought about the shot. Comes back Kelleher. Bears doing a good job staying in the box. Comes back out Long again. Kelleher. Good ball movement from GLE. Picked off. Trey Taylor just intercepted the pass clean. Feet gets past the pick. And Kirst nowhere to go. Delivers the pass to Kelleher. He's being watched by Samari Staton one-on-one. Kelleher on the run. Pass ends up on the stick of Goldstein at X. Pivots to the right of the Brown cage. Kirst at the restraining line. Looks on the run. Looks to ward off his man. Drives a shot and scores! CJ Kirst on the board. You knew it was only a matter of time. He breaks the tie. It's 4-3.
Yeah, we were talking, off air. Boy, how many quarters has he gone without?
The look to equalize as the pass finds Hopsiker.
Impressive face-off win there by the Bears. Really a lot of credit for Kevin Sweeney in that situation, having to battle through.
On the run, McLean! 100 career points for Aiden McLean, ties the game.
And what a way to do it. Straight off the dodge, down that left alley. Hands completely free, and that's in the scouting report for Cornell. There's one guy you can't let.
Turn behind the net. Follow there by the Bears' PJ Bean. And it comes back to Waldman, 20 to shoot for Cornell. A little nice move to get around Bly. Pass to Kirst. He's looking to feed. Gets it up top Long. Tries to force his way in. Gets around Bean and scores! Got a bounce shot past Connor Foley's left leg. And Cornell once again regains the lead as the seesaw battle continues.
Yeah, Long just so strong that time on the dodge. His 19th goal of the season. Able to just wiggle past the defender.
Shy of his coach, who had 106 career goals. That was number 103 for Long. A big save by Connor Foley, and then enough wherewithal to back it up. He took a couple of steps, now ends up to Udo. And once again, Hughes. Nice switch.
Yeah, Hughes looking a little bit more lively than we've seen him this season. It's like he's fully fit now.
And Mateo Corsi on the run, releases a drive and ties the game at 5.
And again, just a little bit of wiggle, some good footwork there from Corsi. Found himself with his hands free and just lets it fly. And if the Bears can get him going, all of a sudden that adds a possession. But Bears doing some nice things here.
Kelleher delivers to Goldstein behind the net. And that shot altered.
It's all Charlie Cave right there, Mike. One-on-one with Kirst.
Firth. It's the pass. Kirth. Back to Firth. And Firth runs out of room. He just, I think, tried to do a little too much, and the Bears defense obliges.
Yeah, the Bears just holding their ground. Matchup here, short stick on Long.
That's
after
alternated.
The switch, yep.
Bly comes and wins the battle. Bly with a clean takeaway, causes the turnover with that short stick, and the Bears complete another clear.
Yeah, I'd like to see maybe Mateo Corsi get a little bit more run. Looked pretty good on that last goal.
O'Kane in front, and the Bears are in the lead. Jeremy Hopsiker in front from O'Kane, and the Bears take their first lead of the game, 6-5.
14th of the season for Hopsiker.
Well defended by the Bears. Staton just took a shot in the helmet.
Well, it looked like a trip too, almost.
Yeah.
But again, that's Kirst on the ride. He is one of the top attackmen in terms of caused turnovers and gets that possession back. Was maybe trying to do a little bit too much on that shot, and you could feel his frustration right now, the job that the All-American Charlie Cave has done on him.
And a big wind-up and a pole goal for Walker Wallace. The big fella got himself free, and Cornell has tied it at 6.
Second of the year for Wallace, and a huge answer for the Big Red.
Outside Kelleher got the scoring started earlier. He had, I think, Cornell's second goal behind the net. Here's Kirst. Here comes the double. Releases. Kelleher's shot lifted up and over the net.
Didn't miss by much. That was a good look for Kelleher. Off number 1, Cornell.
Well, the Big Red have won 26 games in a row as a program against teams with a record under 500. They are not prone to being upset. As Kirst just finds his way. Sometimes he has power, sometimes finesse, and in that case, a little bit of both as he tucks one in to give the Big Red a 7-6 lead.
And don't forget speed. We talked about it earlier.
Cornell, who has trailed only once this season.
And now the late change here on personnel. Bears are going to have to hurry to adjust.
It was Kelleher, left side. They look for the feed. Good job by Taylor on the slide. Kirst, hands free, releases a pass, and a score! Kirst feeds Dalton, and Cornell leads 8-6.
It's all about the sub game on that possession, Mike. Once they made the late switch, the Bears couldn't get settled. They wound up in a mismatch as Cave wasn't able. And really a big one here, because as you mentioned, Mike, Cornell has scored the last three. The Bears had the 6-5 lead after Jeremy Hopsiger picked up his first of the day. However, that was answered about 40 seconds later by a pole goal from Wallace. And that kind of changed the tide of the momentum in favor of the Bears.
Speaking of pole goals, working on the run after the face-off win, Owen Richter gets the Bears within one.
Yeah, the freshman out of New Jersey picks up his second goal of the year, a huge one, right noon. Big boys are out.
Kirst walks the tightrope, wants the shot. Charlie Cave stays with him, holds him off, drives a shot wide. Foley sacking out to try and get that back up.
Again, Cave doing a nice work on Kirst.
Goldstein comes back long near side. Half minute on the shot clock for the Big Red. Oliver Bly following long. Here comes the double. Pass airmailed a bit. Kelleher's 6'3", though, is able to go airborne for it. And finish! That might be our man goal of the day so far. Kelleher bowls his way in and gets his second of the afternoon.
Yeah, he's a tough guy to stop once he gets going on that dodge bike. 12th of the year for him. Just absolute.
Luzzy. Cave stays with him. Finally gets a pass to Kirst.
It's a tough matchup there for Barons.
Kirst pivots back, looks to shoot, fires it over the net. Bears did a good job of staying with Kirst, forcing the shot high.
Yeah, now the Bears able to regroup. Cave back up.
Number 3.
And the pick takes out Cave.
Swim dodge to get around. A shot saved by Connor Foley. He has the ground ball and sends it ahead to Dillmeyer. Out ahead, Taylor. Left side, shot, and scored! Brady O'Kane on a clear that started with Foley for Dillmeyer, denying Kirst, and out ahead the Bears are within one.
Well, the Bears' ball of energy on one. Yeah, it kind of symbolizes their blue-collar style.
Hopsiger wants to bull his way in, feeds the pass up top. McLean fires it wide.
Yeah, well-developed play there for the Bears. That's the guy you want with his hands free up top. That's a rocket of a shot.
Dances to his left, couldn't quite get his hands free. Delasici behind the net. Corsi, the feed. O'Kane's shot. Wait.
Whoa.
Where's the backup? Almost got the ball away. 15 to shoot for Cornell.
Big moment here for Staten.
Yeah, he's picked up Kirst, forces him into the pass. Cross pass, the shot blocked by the Bears. It was an off-angle shot, and Bears. O'Kane over to the far wing. McLean, the feed. Hopsiger, the shot, saved by Nust. Didn't get a ton on the shot, Mike, but it was certainly on goal.
Yeah, it was a good cut by Hopsiger inside there, just in.
The Bears, they have some time. They lost the handle. Charlie Cave barreled over, and he's a little slow to get up.
Yeah, they're calling for some help immediately. Flags all over the field, and that's the last guy the Bears can afford to lose. Is certainly looked like he got hit in the head. I think they might have to review this one, Mike.
Yeah. I was watching Mike. John Torpy immediately asked for the review. Board came about 4.5, 5 minutes into the third. That's their lone second half goal. Came from that man Kelleher. Releases the pass. The ball turns to the far wing. Kirst gets his step in front. That shot blocked.
Yeah, he touched the back of the crease there. It's going to be a turnover as he tried to.
Dooley are a real good pole unit for Coach Busick, but the Bears with the ride. Take it away. Here comes McLean on the run. What a trail check by the Big Red, and the Bears will give it away. Over to the left side, Kelleher. Bly follows him. Kelleher wants to pull his way in, releases a pass, shot knocked down, and
I think it was just a fake, Mike. He pulled that back. What a fake by Andrew Dalton before whizzing it wide, but had everybody thinking that absolutely outstanding. All the short sticks, all the poles, working as a 7-man unit as Coach Torpy wanted.
You know, Mike, there are no moral victories in sport, right? I mean, there are, but there aren't. At the end of the game, one of these teams is going to win, one of them's going to lose. But Coach Torpy telling us he was focusing on results after growth as O'Kane scores! Connor Foley should get an assist on that, and we're tied at 9.
Well, Mike O'Kane completes the hat trick on the day on the assist from
what this result could be. I think we are seeing that the Bears have bought in.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he said, from day one, the guys that bought in, they have, as a group, committed to what they're trying to do here in this change of culture, change of styles, and it's something that is not easy to do.
A wind up in front and the finish. What a feed long for C.J. Kirst. He finishes a hat trick of his own, and it's 10-9.
Well, that's just absolutely bad luck for Brown right there. I mean, hard to even, I guess you have to give him an assist. The ball kind of got checked out of his stick.
Kirst for Waldman. Waldman on the run, drives a shot wide. It'll be a backup for Cornell. Inside, 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
And here's where situational awareness for both sides is key.
Oh, and a 5-hole split. Getting underneath Willem Firth had had a bit of a tough luck first half. Finds his way through.
What a great game for them to have today. Tight one, hard fought, as they're going to find themselves in a lot of these down the stretch and hopefully come later in May.
For the Big Red, next up for them is a non-league game against regional rival Syracuse as Kirst powers one through to make it 12-9. Cornell's lead is back up to 3.
And sometimes some things are just inevitable, and C.J. Kirst with this figuring it out with some of the top teams in the nation. It'll be another bittersweet one in the end, but can't discount the effort that Coach Torpy and men have put in here this afternoon.
Inside 2 minutes to play. A wind up and a score. Willem Firth is going to get 2 fourth quarter goals, and the Big Red lead is now 13-9. And now folks will maybe look at the scoreboard and see things down here from Providence. And Cornell will head back to Ithaca, still unbeaten in Ivy League play as they finish off the Brown Bears by a 13-9 final score.
Plenty of Cornell fans happy with that one, as they should be. This is a tough game. I mean, and a lot of people looking at the records coming in. Oh, the